How's it going, everyone? My name is Michael SK, and welcome back to 9. So, things really got going in the last episode. I guess we have a mystery on our hands that we haven't yet really engaged with, but there was a person that was killed by becoming a statue, kind of. They were frozen into stone, kind of like a statue. I mean, come on, it was too suspicious for it to be just a prank or something along those lines, like somebody modeled somebody after, or somebody created a statue modeling after a student. There's no way. And plus, the fingernail. Ooh, man, what a second episode. That really got me hooked there. So I'm a little curious to see what's going to happen now. We have two weird events that are occurring. The second one probably a little bit more interesting than the first, but nonetheless, actually, you know what? There's three interesting things. There's the jumping around hairpin, the statue, and also that weird-ass creature that's been showing up with the main character. A lot going on to start this off. Nothing from class is sticking, even more so than usual. Yoichi started chattering away at me the moment I walked into the classroom, and Sora, not knowing that I left early, waited for me until she was almost late for school. So you can add guilt over that to my list of concerns. During lunch, the case of the petrified girl ends up being the talk of the school. Kujo looks more tense than usual. As well, or two, whatever word you want to use there. I gotta get my microphone in my face here. Also, the more I remember it, the less confident I feel that the voice I heard was just my ears playing tricks on me. No way am I crazy enough to hear a voice so crystal clear like that. So then what did I hear? And for that matter, what's the deal with that plushie that just appeared in my room one day? Is it some cursed toy, or maybe an artifact spirit that brings good luck? I heave a brief sigh and collapse on my desk. Maybe I should try talking to Miss Naruse about it. Or maybe I could bring it up with Kujo? Like, you know, I'm having a run-in with that, or with the paranormal too, or something. I bet it'd make a great conversation starter. That kind of wishful thinking is the only thing keeping me from being totally down in the dumps. God, I'm so pathetic. Same. I feel that, brother. At the sound of the bell, we stand and bow. And that's the last morning class. Maybe my mood will improve a little after I eat some lunch and fill my belly. Ah, crap. Never mind, it's all ruined. Yoichi comes over to my desk with a convenience store bag in hand.
どうしたの? 食べないの?
食べたいけど飯がない。
え、買ってないの?
朝買うの忘れた。購買行ってくるわ。
じゃあ僕も行こ
う。先食っててもいいぞ。
一人で食べたくないし、ジュース買うから一緒に。何?
Yeah, what is that? What is happening? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm goes off, a shrill blaring sound.
何? 避難訓練?
それなら事前になんかあるだろう。連絡とか。
なんでそんな冷静なの? 男前で濡れちゃうんだけど。
めっちゃビビってるっつーの。お前の方が余裕あるじゃねえか。
てかどうしよう。避難した方がいいの? 去年あったよね。
とりあえず先生とか来るまで。
My phone vibrates, so I pull it out of my pocket and check it. Sora's calling me. She texts me constantly, but she hardly ever calls.
どったの?
妹から電話。
紹介して。
No.
バーカ。
Damn, this alarm is really loud, though. I cut Yoichi down to size before answering the call. Sora's shriek pierces my ear and cuts off mid-hello. I blink, suddenly serious. Sora only calls me Oni-chan when she really needs my help.
どうした?
Hey, yo?
は? 火をつけたって、放火が?
I find myself yelling that question. All eyes turn to me and the classroom works itself up into a frenzy, but I can't be bothered to worry about that.
なんでそんなことになったんだ?
よくわかんない。なんか急に大声出して。
逃げられるか?
燃えてて無理。
窓からは?
そっちも無理。
くそ。
Every exit is sealed off. It's not a drill. So the fire engine should be coming any moment now.
電話切るな。そのままにしておけ。お前何組だ。
と D
待ってろ、今行く。
I slipped my phone into my pocket, leaving the call live.
なんかやばい雰囲気を感じたんだけど。
火事だ。1階が燃えてる。
どうすれば。
I can't afford to stand around and deal with Yoichi's panicking. I dash out into the hall. What am I gonna do? Even if I go to the first floor, what can I even do? Gotta fill a bucket with water. No.
新見くん
Kujo seems to have followed me for some reason. I really can't spare the time to talk to her.
他って聞こえたけど
妹のクラスメイトが火をつけたらしい。
火をつけたってどうやって。
知らねえし、悪い、後にしてくれ。
I pull a fire extinguisher from its storage container and rush toward the stairs. Kujo follows.
危ねえぞ、教室で待ってろ。
新見くんだって
妹が逃げ遅れてるんだ。
力になれるかもしれない。
Now, whatever. Power in arms or something along those lines, right? It's useless arguing with her, so we rush down the stairs. Jesus.
おいおい。
何これ。
The first floor is a sea of flames, but there's something strange about them. The windows, walls, and floors are burning up, yet I don't feel any heat. There's no smoke coming from the flames either. I can only tell that they're hot by moving right up next to them. There's something peculiar about the way the fire is burning too. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like they're not burning any material, they're just there. In any case, it's a bizarre sight. A bunch of students are crowded together, watching it from a distance.
ぼーっとしてる場合かよ。
I'm chastising, goddamn, myself as well as the others. I'm no better than them right now. I pull out the pin on the extinguisher, point the nozzle at the blaze, and squeeze down the lever. Does it do anything, though? A white mist engulfs the area 10 feet in front. The can runs dry in a mere 10 or 15 seconds, and I reel at how pathetically short it lasted. However, what makes my blood run colder than that is... It didn't do shit.
そうだろ。消えない。
The flames are still burning, unaffected. I finally understand why the students and teachers nearby are just standing there in confusion. The flames don't just look abnormal. Did someone spill some kind of chemical? I'm not going to resolve this by thinking about it. I'll try another extinguisher. If one full extinguisher isn't enough, then I'll use up as many as it takes.
待って。
I walk toward the storage box, but Kujo grabs my arm.
なんだ。
無駄だと思う。別の方法で火を消さないと。
Well, you're right. I just don't know what that different approach would be.
別の方法って。
I'm panicking so much that I snap at her. Kujo, on the other hand, is trying her best to be composed as she reasons with me.
新見くんはユーザー。
Hey, yo.
は？何の？
分かった。説明は後でするから。ここは私に任せて。
待て。任せてってどうするつもりだ。
火をつけた人を見つける。
見つけてどうする。
見つかったら多分消せる。
I don't understand what she could possibly mean, but her firm gaze is reassuring. There's something in it that makes me want to believe her.
本当に。
Did I mention... I'm sure I mentioned in the first episode, I'm kind of going into this, like, really blind. So, I don't know what the whole, like, mechanic here is, if it is magic or whatever. I absolutely have no fucking idea.
確約はできないけど、やってみせる。
But, you know, I am curious. I am excited to figure out, you know, what's going on here.
そら！
Ah, damn, let me get a drink here. I take out my phone and shout her name.
放火したやつ、まだそばにいるか。
いる。なんか奇声聞こえる。怖くて外出らんない。
So they're in her classroom still. I guess that makes the hunt a little easier.
わかった、待ってろ。区長、D 組だ。規制上げてるやつ。
D 組ね。分かった。
俺が先に行く。区長はついてきてくれ。
でも。
口論はなしにしようぜ。
I take off my blazer and fan away the flames. Maybe I can't put them out, but they at least flicker to the side at the moment. Still no smoke, and despite the sea of flames, there are a lot of safe areas. We make it through.
行くぞ
Keeping an eye out for patches of hallway that aren't ablaze, I dash through, carving a path by brushing the flames aside with my blazer. Completely avoiding the flames proves difficult, and they occasionally lick at my arms and legs. I'm getting flashbacks to when I used to cook for myself. The pain is about as bad as when I accidentally touched a hot frying pan. However, neither my blazer nor any part of me that the flames touch actually catches fire. Admittedly, I've never seen a real fire on this scale, so I don't know exactly what it's like, but this is definitely strange.
やめろやめろよ
The onlookers go silent as an unsettling scream echoes through the hall. What the? There in the center of a cylindrical wall of flames, a boy is thrashing around, head and arms flailing unnaturally as he
あの
rages.
人ね。
見つけたぞどうする
10メートルまで近づかないと。
10メートル相当近いぞ
分かってるけど、試したらそれが限界だったの。
わかんねえその理由も後で教えろよ
I brush more flames aside with my blazer as we close the distance.
俺の力が
This boy loud. Another scream. A pillar of fire erupts from the ceiling. The flames wreath around the student and grow as he cries out, excuse me. I can't get any closer. Damn, the front of Class D's room looks like the gates of hell itself.
力が勝手にあっつくそなんだよあいつ中二か
やっぱりユーザーだ。
そのユーザーって何なんだ
後で話すから。ありがとう。やっと射程距離に入った。
超能力でも使う気か
その通り。
は
Don't do an animation that, like, the magical girl animation. Please don't. Please, just don't. Kujo extends her left
強
hand.
烈な盗人の力。せめて世のため人のために。
She's muttering something under her breath. Don't tell me it's some sort of incantation. But maybe that's exactly what it is. A pattern. No, an emblem. What the hell is that? I don't know. A mysterious glowing blue symbol appears on the back of Kujo's hand.
九条なんだよそれ
後で話すから。
Yeah, she's kind of busy. You know, she's trying to save the day and all that.
あの人を狂気に走らせたのは。
Kujo hesitates, her glowing left hand still outstretched toward the male student. I don't have the foggiest idea what she's doing. I'm fully occupied waving my blazer around, pushing the flames aside so they don't engulf Kujo. Of course, between me wildly waving around my jacket and Kujo's light show, we're bound to draw attention no matter how crazy this guy is, and he turns our way.
なんだよ来るんじゃねえあっち行ってろ九条
The flames rush at us like a tsunami, and I instinctively shield Kujo from them. The flames pass over us and scatter to the floor and walls.
新見くん大丈夫。
俺は大丈夫だ九条は平気か
ごめんなさい。ありがとう。大丈夫。
腕を振ったら炎がこっちに来たぞあいつ炎を操ってるみたいに
多分そうだと思う。
I mean, even I can piece that one together,
あいつ
man.
も超能力者だって言うのか
今はそういう解釈でいい。
否定して欲しかったんだけどな
逃げちゃう。射程の外に。
I look over my shoulder to see the guy stepping back, still screaming. From the look in his eyes, he's totally lost it. And there's a glowing symbol on his face, just like the one on Kujo's hand.
なるほど超能力か10メートルだな
ええ
あいつの動きを止めるあとは任せる
新見くん。
I ignore her and charge headlong at him. If this were a manga, I'd be shouting courageously while I do it. But instead, let's just say that if I weren't grinding my teeth together right now, I'd be crying like a little bitch from the pain. So I shout out my war cry in my head. The unnatural flames burn me everywhere. Intense pain assaults me, the sensation of being seared alive. And yet my clothes don't catch fire. Therefore, these flames have to be fakes, meaning the pain is an illusion too. A gout of flame flies at me. I plunge straight through it, grabbing onto the student. I pin him to the ground. My phone falls from my pocket and hits the floor, and I hear Sora's voice coming from it. She could probably see me from the classroom. Hang on, Sora, leave it to me. Or rather, leave it to her.
Kujo!
新見くん、あなたのこと尊敬する。
Yeah. With a line that would make me blush under ordinary circumstances, Kujo extends her left hand once more. The symbol on her hand is the same as this guy's. But actually, the design is different. Is it some sort of counter to his power to control flame? Speaking of which...
じっとしてろ九条まだか
ごめんなさい。何かその人が身につけているものを。
身につけているものなんだどうすればいい
身につけているもの。多分アクセサリー、髪飾りみたいな。視界に入らないとダメなの。
何がしてえのかやっぱわかんねえけどやめろ暴れんなうっせ黙ってろ
Giving into my anger, I slug the guy in the face. His head hits the floor and bounces off with a dull thud, and after a groan, he stops flailing around. Oh shit, did I kill him? I panic for an instant before the burning pain brings me back to what I need to do. Gotta find the jewelry. She said a hair clip, but a dude wouldn't be wearing that. Where could it be, damn it?
首からぶら下げているやつよ。
Hey,
銀の
yo.
十字架。
That voice again. Now's not the time to worry about who it is.
信じるぞ
I flip the unconscious guy over onto his back. And there it is, a silver cross. I grab it and yank at the thin chain with all my might, hoisting it up.
九条これだ
ありがとう。お願い、成功して。
She closes her glowing left hand into a fist. I feel an odd discomfort for a split second. In the palm of my hand, it's like the thing that should be clenched in my fist disappeared.
できた。
The cross that was in my hand has appeared in Kujo's. What on earth?
すぐにその男から離れなさい。
That voice again. I instinctively follow its advice, jumping back and putting some distance between myself and the boy. And then it happens. He should still be unconscious, but the student's eyes pop open, and he screams as he scratches at the symbol on his face. The flames near him, no, every flame throughout the hallway suddenly quivers and goes flying straight at him. A hail of arrows and spears of fire. A tempest of flame. Kujo gasps. I wanted to cover her, but I couldn't get to her in time. I hit the desk as a vortex of flame engulfs the boy. The deck, by the way, sorry, I can't read. I can only watch in horror. Is he dead? The hallway looks nicer. A death cry. It fades off into the distance along with the flames. It's almost as if nothing ever happened. The flames vanish as quickly as a bubble bursting, leaving not a trace behind. What the hell was that?
新見くん。
I don't know why Kujo said my name, but I reply anyway as I get up to examine the fallen student.
生きてるよね。
多分な
The boy's eyes are rolled back into his head, and he's foaming at the mouth. He's curled up in the fetal position, his fists balled near his chin, twitching and convulsing. The symbol on his cheek is gone. His clothes are fine. Not a burn on him. It seems the same goes for Kujo and myself. Despite running through that sea of fire, we're unscathed.
新見くん、上着と。
Kujo collects both the blazer and the cell phone I dropped earlier and hands them to me. I give her my thanks and take them. After what we went through, I have no choice but to admit it. He was using some superpower that let him control flames.
サイレンの音。
やっと消防車が来たかここから離れた方がお姉ちゃんいって
I take a powerful shot to the gut. Sora glomps onto me, wrapping both arms around my waist. I look up to see all the trapped students starting to evacuate. Several of them are shaken up and crying, while others are silent, surveying the area with mouths agape in confusion. To them, the fire just vanished of its own accord.
もう大丈夫だ。
I set my hand on Sora's head and stroke her hair. Kujo watches us with a smile, excuse me. This is kind of embarrassing.
ありがとう、新見くん。
何が何だかわけわかんねえ。なんで礼を言われてるのかも。
約束は守ります。
I hope so. Even I'm confused. I think everybody should be confused. Her tone is a tad stiff. Kujo pulls her gaze away from us and turns around. I follow her stare as I try to calm Sora down. She's watching the evacuating students. The teachers are barking instructions. You know, they've got some nerve considering they just stood there as slack-jawed as everyone else. I absent-mindedly chastise them to myself. Well, that was hot. Get it? Ha ha ha. A short time afterwards, every student in the school is ordered to assemble in the gymnasium to await further instructions. They make us wait about 3 minutes. The principal comes out and, without attempting to explain the earlier incident, briefly announces that everyone is free to go home for the day, effectively dismissing us. Since I'm worried about Sora, I decide to walk her back to my folks' place, or so I planned at least. However, given Kujo and I had been witness plunging into the heart of that conflagration, there was no way they were just going to let us leave without asking us a few questions first. I entrust Sora to a friend of hers who apparently lives nearby, and Kujo and I offer our explanation to the firefighters. We limit ourselves to only telling them about the unusual nature of the fire. Normally, they would never buy our story, but with the additional evidence of videos provided by some of the onlookers, they're forced to accept it. It burned unnaturally, and it went out just as unnaturally, and the videos prove it. Things don't go as smoothly at our next questioning. We get a very welcome talking to from the head teacher of our grade. I can't believe how reckless that was, you two could have died in there. I get annoyed at the pointless lecture, which he of course notices, so naturally he starts chewing me out even worse. After he finally winds down his sermon and lets us go, Miss Naruse comes out with us and says,
あんな風に怒ることないのにね。おろおろしてただけのくせに、あのハギ。
Yeah, apparently nobody helped. Everybody was just standing around. That cheers me up a little.
ああ、やっと解放されたぜ。
終わった後の方が大変だったかも。
I don't know, it's so weird. Obviously, you know, the main characters have to show their stuff. They have to be the highlight. But I mean, come on. There's like hella adults here. The faculty. Come on now. We trudge through the front gates. I guess it's selfishness, no matter how old you are, or what position you're in. The fire engines seem to have left. Those firefighters must have been awfully confused. They rushed to the scene only to find no trace of a fire, and on top of that, the students gave them a story that made no sense. Ah, well, whatever, their problem, not
お
mine.
疲れさん。
お疲れ様。今日はもう休むよね。
そうだな。まずは飯食わねえとな。腹減って死にそう。
Oh, that's right, no lunch.
じゃあ一緒に食べない？約束したから。
ああ、あの話か。別に明日でもいいぞ。九条も疲れてるだろ。
大丈夫。
そっか。じゃあナインボール行くかな。
今の時間は多分混んでると思う。ランチタイムは主婦の人たちでいっぱいで。
じゃあどっか適当に入るか。九条は弁当？
ええ。でもそうね。できれば人のいないところで話したいかも。
人のいないところか。弁当も食えるところだと俺んちくらいしか思いつかないな。
お邪魔しても大丈夫？
いいのか？
ご迷惑じゃなければ。
迷惑なんてことはないけど。じゃあ俺んち行くか。
荷物カゴに入れてね。
ありがとう。
I set my bag in Kujo's bike basket as we head off. And we head off. I can't believe I'm bringing Kujo to my apartment. This is the first time I'll be having a girl over other than Sora. I'm freaking out here. High school life. Youth. Between our exhaustion and the obvious tension, our conversation grinds to a halt. Stewing in the awkwardness, we head toward my apartment. Well, I'm excited for this explanation here. We pop into the convenience store on the way so I can buy myself a lunchbox, and then we at last reach my apartment. Don't overthink this, I'm just grabbing a midday bite with Kujo. I'm alone with a girl in my apartment. I can't let her find out how excited I am over this.
お店に来ないときはいつもコンビニで。
だな。あとはスーパーの弁当とか。
そうなんだ。
九条、その弁当自分で作ったの？
ええ。たまにお母さんに作ってもらうこともあるけれど、できる限り自分で。
すごいな。俺には無理だ。
よかったらこれ食べて。
え、いいのか？
コンビニのお弁当だけじゃバランス悪いもの。嫌いじゃなかったらどうぞ。
ありがとう。
She passes me a bit of her braised spinach. I take a bite.
うまい。
よかった。
We're all alone sitting across from each other. Here I am eating food prepared by a girl. Or anybody in general. I mean, that shit's gotta be great. Just even a friend, you know? I'm getting pretty worked up, seeing one of my most cherished dreams from when I first started living alone finally come to fruition. What a strange dream. But this is no time to get lost in my thoughts.
結局何だったんだ？あれ。
Kujo's chopsticks freeze. We do need a pretty good explanation for all that shit. A madman wreathed in flame. Kujo, a blue symbol flashing on her left hand, so similar to the one on the man's cheek. Unexplained superpowers. I need to know what's going on. This is no time to get all love-struck and dopey. Yeah, we can save that for later.
説明する前に、まず体験してもらった方がいいかもしれない。
あ、もう十分体験した。どんな話でも信じる。
Yeah, we kind of just had our own, like, fucking episode back there.
でも理解もしてもらおうと思って。
She sets down her chopsticks, pulls out her phone, and begins fiddling with it. She props it up on the bookcase, pointing the camera in my direction.
動画撮るね。
ああ、いいけど。
新見くんの持ち物何か借りていい？
何か？
ええ。できれば愛着のあるものを。
愛着。ああ、じゃあ。
Glancing around, I spot my cell phone out on the table beside me, excuse me. And I pick it up and hand it to
あ
her.
りがとう。くだらない質問だけど、ごめんなさい。付き合ってね。
あ、うん。
これは新見くんのスマートフォンで、私の持ち物じゃない。
はい、そうです。
黒いカバーがつけてある。
うん、一緒に買った。
気に入ってる？
もちろん。片落ちだけど入学祝いに買ってもらったやつだから大事に使ってる。
ありがとう。はい、返すね。
あ、
I take my phone, dumbfounded. I'm clueless as to what she's trying to do here, but I play along while taking another bite of spinach.
じゃあ、ようやく本題。
She raises her left hand, the magic hand. Back at school, I thought I had a firm grip on that guy's jewelry, but somehow it ended up in Kujo's hand.
私の手、よく見ていて。
わかった。
When she inhales and holds her breath, the emblem reappears on her hand, producing a faint glow. I blink for less than a second. When my eyes open, I notice that Kujo is now holding a smartphone with a black cover in her hand.
それだ！瞬間移動！あの時もそうだった！
これ、誰のスマートフォンかわかる？
あ、九条のだろ？
私のはあっちに。
ああ、そっか。二台持ち？
うん。一つしか持ってない。
じゃあ誰の？それどっから移動させたの？
この部屋にあった。
あれ？空の忘れ物か？いや、あいつの機種それじゃなかったし。
Are we in disbelief, or do we just, like, have our memories altered
見
now?
覚えはない？
全く。
わかった。ありがとう。はい。返すね。
ああ、うん。
She hands the phone to me.
そのスマートフォン誰のかわかる？
俺のだけど。
Holy shit. So, she said something about thievery back when she was doing her little incantation back during the whole flame scene. So was her power not only to steal things, but to also steal ownership of it?
さっきまで知らないって言ってた。
いやいや、俺のだし、言わねえよ、そんなこと。
そう。ありがとう。実験終わり。
I'm excited for his reaction to the recording. It makes sense why it was recorded. As I tilt my head in utter confusion, Kujo goes to retrieve her phone from the bookshelf.
見て。
She fusses with the phone for a minute, and then shows me the screen. I watch the video on it. Kujo asks her question. I answer it in turn. Kujo lifts her left hand, Her hand shines, and my phone teleports to her hand. And then... the me in the recording offers up an insane answer to her question. I'm saying I don't recognize my own phone. What's more...
こんなこと喋った記憶がない。
そう。それが私の力。
Kujo speaks, watching timidly for my reaction.
他人の持ち物の所有権を奪い、その持ち物に関する記憶まで消してしまう。
Damn, that's actually kind of well thought out.
この能力によって奪った物品は問答無用で私のものになるの。元の持ち主は奪われたことに気がつかないし、私が所有権を放棄しない限り、初めから持っていなかったものとして振る舞う。所有権を放棄した後も奪われたことに気がつかない。他人の大事なものを自分の所有物にしてしまう。盗人の力。
それをあの時使ったのか。
ええ。発動条件は対象の10メートル以内に近づくこと。アーティファクトに通用するかどうかは賭けだったけど。
Because it needs to be a treasured item of some sort.
アーティファクト?
That is what she said, right? Come to think of it, she also used that word back when we were checking out the statue.
輪廻転生のメビウスリング。知ってるとは思うけど、見たことはある？
Apparently we're talking about anime now? Nevertheless, I refrained from voicing my confusion and let her continue. It's probably pertinent information.
作中にね、アーティファクトってアイテムが登場するの。すごく似ていたから。
アイテム。
そう。
She pulls out something from her uniform pocket and lays it on the table. The cursed hair clip.
登場人物たちは特殊な力を持っているの。そしてこの髪飾りが私にこの力を与えた。
じゃあ。
ええ。人を石化したのも今日のこともアーティファクトの所持者。アニメ風に言うならアーティファクトユーザーによって引き起こされた事件。
Okay. And suddenly it all clicks. With that neat summary, all these unrelated jumps in the conversation come together to form an explanation. But while the logic all fits together, I'm not emotionally ready to accept it, and I find myself at a loss for words. I mean, it's crazy. The stuff in that dumb anime is real? Yeah. I mean, why not? Now we have a reference point. And yet I've experienced it firsthand. I mean, this place is fucking weird to begin with. An anime based on this area. I mean, come on. I saw that impossible fire and that stone girl with my own two eyes. The only option left is to accept Kujo's explanation. But my common sense isn't making it easy for me. As I sit there furrowing my brow and frowning, unable to come to terms with the sudden turn of events, Kujo grins at me and continues.
そうよね。私も最初はそうだった。
Wait, you were struggling to figure out like where this hair clip came from not too long ago. You're telling me that it's just been a few days and like you're already understanding your power in this whole predicament?
この髪飾りに触れた瞬間、使い方が分かったの。でも、あまりにも現実離れしていて、信じていなかった。けど、好奇心もあって、お店 店で新見くんに話した後、家に帰って試してみたの。本物だった。お父さんの大事にしている時計が私のものになって、お父さんが「いい時計だな、俺もそういうの欲しい」って言ったの。その後何度か実験して確信した。この髪飾りはアニメと同じだって、アーティファクトと呼ぶべきものだって。実は悩んでいたのは心霊現象のせいじゃなかったの。心配してくれていたのに嘘をついて。
いきなり超能力に目覚めて戸惑っていたってことか。
それもあるけれど、アニメのアーティファクトは所有者を選ぶの。
詳しいな。
一応全部見たから。
I mean, you did a cosplay from it. It's understandable. She shrugs her shoulders with a sheepish grin. Well, that confirms what I suspected about the quality of the anime, but that's neither here nor
多
there.
分この髪飾りもそうなんだと思う。盗人の力が私にふさわしい力。ショックだったの。
That you're a main character.
真面目に生きてきたつもりだったのに、誰かのものを自分のものにしたいって、そんな欲求が眠っていたなんて。醜い部分を丸裸にされたみたいで、それがとても恥ずかしくて怖くて。
俺にはよくわかんねえけど、そんなに
難しく考える必要はないわ。力に善悪なんてないのだから。
A mysterious voice shatters Kujo's concern and turns it into panic. As for me, well, I'm less surprised. I mean, I saw it before it spoke. It was hard to miss, really. Something which definitely wasn't supposed to be moving around was clearly doing so. It was you all along, huh?
あの時アドバイスしてくれたよな。おかげで助かった。
Kujo directs a blank stare my way. Of course, I wasn't talking to her. I was talking to that thing behind her. A little plushie sitting where it shouldn't be.
ようやく私を受け入れる準備が整ってくれたわね。ぬいぐるみのふりをするの大変だったわ。
Yeah, the plushie. Its lips curl into a smile, and it levitates up into the air. Okay, now that is surprising, you jerk.
はじめまして、お二方。自己紹介させてもらうわ。
What up, Kodoko? It gently hovers over us before landing on the table.
私の名はソフィーティア。アーティファクトを管理する組織、セフィロトの一員よ。
Kujo stares in awe at the plushie that just introduced itself as Sophitia? Such a fucking weird-ass name. Just call yourself Sephiroth. You know, that was an awfully quick introduction for such a complicated background, but I'm going to let it slide just this once.
そんなに怖がらないで。一応あなたたちと同じ種族よ。これは仮の姿。ぬいぐるみが喋ったら他のどんな不可思議な話も信じるだろうって思って、あえてこんな姿になってみたんだけれど。
She looks us over with her with her rather unsettlingly hollow eyes, and then she gives us an ugly smile.
その必要はなかったみたいね。もうあなたたちはぬいぐるみが話す以上の不可思議に巻き込まれている。
Have we though?
今アーティファクトと言いましたか？
ええ、言ったわ。
詳しいんですか？
もともとは私の世界のものなんだもの。当然ね。
私の。
So the terminology's right. Kujo turns to meet my eyes. You can look at me like that all you want, but I don't know what you're expecting from me, Missy. I mean, I'm barely following what's going on here. Maybe because Kujo has more background in this stuff than I do, she buys the story abnormally quickly.
何から何までアニメと同じ。アーティファクトは異世界から流入したものなんですね。
あなたの視点から見れば、そうね。私の視点だとアーティファクトが異世界に流出した。
原因は 神器が壊れたから。
あら、あなた素晴らしく頭がいいわね。その通りよ。
What the fuck are with all these goddamn colors that this thing has?
やっぱり
And they're not
この神
reacting
器
to
が
it at
感激代
all.
わり。壊れてしまったことでアニメのように異世界へのゲートが開いて。
ええ、私たちの世界がつながった。
じゃあゲートを閉じない限り。
この混乱は続くわ。
なるほど。
いや、なるほどじゃねえよ。なんだお前ら中2かよ。わかんねえよ。
ごめんなさい。
ちょっと、この世界独自の表現は避けてくれない？うまく翻訳できないのよ。
翻訳？言語は違うんですね。
当然よ。世界が違うんだから。
もしかして意思疎通ができているのもアーティファクトの。
だから待てって。
They both immediately stop talking. Kujo is keeping up with the plushie just fine, but I can't make heads or tails of what they're talking about. I need to start from the beginning.
まずお前は何なんだよ。
私？
そうだ、お前だ。
もう自己紹介はしたじゃない。私はセフィロトの。
それがわかんねえんだって。
She sighs at me. Just FYI, being treated like an idiot by a creepy little plushie is extremely irritating.
理解力のないあなたに簡単に説明してあげる。
Honestly, that helps me too.
そりゃどうも。
私はアーティファクトを回収しに来たの。あなたたち道具の使い方もわからないお猿さんには過ぎた代物よ。
猿って何様なんだこのぬいぐるみは。
だから本体はぬいぐるみじゃないわよ。可愛くて美人な女の子。
ああ、
信じてないわね。だからお猿さんなのよ。
ああ、
いちいち怒らないでよ。事実なんだから。現に強大な力を得たことで我を失って同族を殺したじゃない。
Murder. The word hangs in the air. She must mean the statue. I can't deny that she was turned to stone. But to be completely straight about it, she was murdered. Murder by petrification. And the perpetrator can only have been one of these users.
さっきも言ったけど続くわよ、この混乱は。
あの炎もアーティファクトの力。
魂を焼く炎ね。使い手が未熟でよかった。そうじゃなかったらあなたたち今頃死んでいたわ。
私もいつか。
そうなりたくないのなら協力なさい。
協力？
あなたの能力は使える。すべての能力に対してあなたの力は切り札になりうる。あなたにアーティファクトを奪われたユーザーは力の制御を失う。つまりあなたは能力ごとアーティファクトを奪える。言っていたわね。せめて世のため人のためにって。今がその時よ。見たでしょ、力に狂ったその末路を。事件はまだ続く。そしてまた人が死ぬ。
私なら。
そう、止められるかもしれない。あなたの力があれば。
私の力が。盗人の力なんてって自分に絶望したけれど、そのために。はい、やります。
Alright.
ありがとう。交渉成立ね。
はい。
Kujo grabs the plushie's tiny nub of an arm and pumps it up and down. Together with this traveler from an alternate world, she will protect our planet against the oncoming catastrophe. Miyako Kujo has entered the fray. You know, if this were an anime, everybody would be bouncing up and down with excitement over this scene. However, I mean, it kind of is anime. I watched the two of them dispassionately. I mean, they're totally ignoring me. This must be what it feels like to be an extra in a blockbuster movie. I'm just sitting on the sidelines, watching the main characters psych each other up. Anyway, my bruised ego aside, I'm still a little confused about something.
なぜ俺の前に現れた？苦情じゃなく俺の前に。
あなたが最初に見つけたユーザーだからに決まっているじゃない。
なんだって？
Kujo gasps and looks at me. while I stand there frozen in surprise. Yeah, what the fuck? We're not a user. As far as I can tell, at least. I have not noticed anything that indicates him being a user.
いや待てよ待ってくれ。知らねえよ。アーティファクトなんて持っちゃいない。俺がユーザーのはずがない。
そうなのよね。アーティファクトを所持している様子がないのよね。
今の冗談かよ。
Or you could be a user without an artifact?
いいえ、私は冗談が好きじゃない。あなたは間違いなく何らかのアーティファクトに選ばれている。
So we've been chosen, we just don't have said artifact.
でもその場合、
そう、力の使い方を理解するはず。あなたのように。まだ名前を聞いていなかったわ。
九条都です。よろしくお願いします。
よろしくみやこ。ソフィーでいいわ。
俺は。
あなたはいいわ。
What the fuck?
なんでだよ。
とにかくみやこのようにユーザーになった時点で理解するのよ。アーティファクトがその知識を主に与える。でもあなたは本気で分かっていないよね。とても珍しいケースだからあなたのそばにいたの。きっと普通じゃないアーティファクトの力を得ている。危険度で言えばあなたはトップクラスよ。
I
最優
guess that
先
makes
監視
sense.
対象。
I hate to say it, but yeah, it does make sense.
マジかよ。
So the real reason she's been watching me is that she thinks I'm a freaking security risk. But this means I'm a user too, right? So I have powers like Kujo.
何してるの？
いや、なんかビームでも出るかなって。
バカなの？
Yeah. I hate this thing.
あなたの監視はこれからも続けさせてもらう。もっとも今一番危険なのは魔眼の所持者ね。
I'm assuming that's our statue artifact deal.
魔眼。石化のアーティファクトを持つユーザー。
その通り。石像は一体で終わらない。絶対に次の被害者が出る。みやこ、魔眼のユーザーを探しなさい。未然に防ぐの。これ以上の強行を。
はい。
頼んだわよ。この姿では私は本来の力を出せないから全てはあなたにかかっている。
頑張ります。
あなたのように正義感の強い子に会えてよかったわ。そしてかける。
おい、俺のこと知ってんじゃねえか。
だから自己紹介しなくていいって言ったの。これ以上面倒事を増やさないように。あなたはおとなしくしていなさい。いいわね。
Damn, what an unfortunate position we're in.
はい。
結構ようやく協力者を得られたわね。こっちの世界のことはわからないからみやこ、これからよろしくね。
ええ、よろしくお願いします。
かける？くれぐれも余計なことしないで。
だから分かったって。
まだ話したいことはあるけれど今日はこれくらいにしておきましょう。疲れちゃったし。
Hey, you know, I feel that. All my friends apparently can agree with that. I tend to say that I'm tuckered out as my way of saying I'm tired. I don't think I say it as often as they say I do, but whatever.
じゃあね、また来るわ。
I don't know. It just bugs me. What the fuck? I guess this thing just has a fucking portal it could use whenever it wants. The space around Sophie warps and folds in on itself, and then she disappears. What a needlessly flashy exit. Nevertheless, it's proof that she's some kind of supernatural entity. No, it's not. We got the proof we needed by her just fucking talking to us and flying around.
すごい。
Kujo murmurs as she looks at the spot where Sophie once
異
was.
世界の住人と交流しちゃった。すごい。
すごいね。
The polar opposite to Kujo, trembling in excitement, I'm pretty
不
sour.
思議な生物と契約するみたいなのはありがちな流れだが、九条が選ばれし魔法少女だとしたら、俺どっちかっていうと敵だよな。
そうね。新見くん妙に警戒されてた。
俺本当に知らなかったんだぜ。アーティファクトだのユーザーだの。
分かってる。新見くんは嘘なんてついてない。
信じてくれてありがとう。
新見くんはどうして私のことを信じてくれたの？
何が？
私を信じて 炎の中に飛び込んでくれた。
I mean, what other choice did we have?
ああ、一つは冷静じゃなかったこと。空を早く助けてやりたかった。
うん。
あとはどう見ても俺の理解を超えた状況だったってことと、九条はそういう状況で適当なことを言うやつじゃないってこと。
私の人間性を信じてくれたの？
ああ、そうなのかな。
Kujo looks down, her bangs covering her expression. Maybe something I said bothered her. She fumbles for her chopsticks and then reaches for a bite of food, but she stops halfway. She sets them back down and lifts her face once more. Suddenly it hits me. Is she embarrassed? Her cheeks are flushed. I choose not to pry, picking up my own chopsticks and returning to my meal.
新見くん、
ん？
よかったら一緒にやらない？協力してほしい。
犯人探しか？
ソフィーさんのことがなくても実はできないかなって思っていたの。今回のことで私はアーティファクトを奪えることが分かった。私の力なら石化の力を奪える。犯行を防ぐことができる。
俺は役に立てないぞ。
そんなことない。新見くんがいないと私こそ。
そんなことないだろう。
あるよ。私一人だったら今回のことも無理だった。感銘を受けたの、とても。新見くんはとても勇気のある人。私もこうなりたいって思ったの。新見くんがいれば私何でもできる気がする。だからよかったら一緒に。
I mean, better than going it alone with a goddamn plush, am I right? Come on.
お願い。
I carry a bite of rice to my mouth uneasily, not answering. I can't stop blushing. I never would have guessed she thought of this, that... Wow, I can't speak today. I never would have guessed that she thought so highly of me. I'm not used to this kind of treatment. My parents certainly never had such kind of words for me. How do I even react to this?
ごめんなさい。やっぱりこんなこと付き合えないよね。
いや、やろう。
いいの？
ああ、野放しにしておけないだろう。人を石化なんかしちまうクソ野郎。
I mean, I'm glad we have some pretty strong feelings for this whole deal. Plus, we kind of already have a lead of some sort as to who this character even was. There was somebody that we met over at Nine Ball. So we can track down who would even want to petrify that person in the first place. Whatever their motive was, Kujo smiles. She looks so happy. And now I'm back to blushing and staring at the floor. Man, I can't believe it feels so good to have a girl relying on you.
大げさな言い方かもしれないけれど、頑張ろうね。この街を
Now it's
守るため
anime.
に。
Now it's anime. No one would ever say that in real life. That is an anime-only type of thing. Not that, you know, we weren't already in an anime sort of deal to begin with. I mean, come on, visual novels. I nod, trying to look good in front of her. I suspect her strong sense of responsibility is what has Kujo so motivated. Not to mention her sense of justice. But what about me? Honestly, my motives aren't so pure. I don't feel any obligation to protect the town or whatever. I just don't want Kujo to be disappointed in me. I want to get closer to her. I mean, that's fine. I'm deplorable, I know. No, you're all good. I mean, you're trying to better yourself and, well, inadvertently, that is. But I feel it's a good enough reason for now.
よかったらこれも食べて。
おう、ありがとう。
口に合わなかったら残していいからね。
いや、うまいよ、すごく。
よかった。新見くんは料理しないんだっけ？
ああ、そうだな。まったく。調理器具は一応揃えたんだけど。
そっか。あるんだ。これからもよろしくお願いします。
No, rewind, go back.
ああ、よろしく。
We bow to one another. I don't know if it's because we're both utterly embarrassed, or if we're just worn out from talking, but... the rest of our meal is a little awkward. And that's okay.
じゃあ今日はありがとう。
ああ、気をつけてな。
After we finish lunch, I see Kujo off at the entryway as she gets ready to go home. I had thought of maybe I had thought of maybe walking her halfway there, but nah, no need to go that
明
far.
日は学校あるのかな。
多分な。あ、そうだ、忘れてた。あのアクセどうしたんだ？奪ったやつ。
ああ、所有権はもう手放したけれど。
She fishes around in her pocket.
まだある。
She pulls the guy's necklace out of her pocket, the artifact.
持ってたのか？
直接返すべきなんだけど、自動的に戻るかなって思って。
ああ、気づいたらそばにあるんだっけ？
ええ、そうなの。そのうち持ち主の元に戻ると思う。
それはそれでまずいよな。
そうよね。返さなきゃってそればっかり思ってて。
所有権を奪ったままにはできないのか？
できるけれど。
ああ、いや、今のやっぱなし。
Kujo doesn't think too highly of her powers. Keeping something that she stole from someone else would probably be really stressful for her.
ごめんなさい。
That makes
そ
sense.
うするべきなのに。覚悟が足らないね。
そんなことないって。
We could also just destroy it.
よかったらそれ、俺に預けてくれないか？
Can't we just like snap it in half or whatever?
そんなものずっと持ってるのも気持ち悪いだろ。どうせそのうち消えるなら俺が持っておく。
お願いしてもいい？
あ、
ありがとう。
I take the necklace from Kujo. So this is an artifact, huh? Looks like a plain old silver necklace.
やっぱり新見くんは頼りになるね。
I guess another thing is that we don't have to worry about like us accidentally using the power or even Kujo, because the artifact chooses its user.
そのうち失望させそうだな。
そんなことにはならないと思う。じゃあ今日はありがとう。
こちらこそ。弁当うまかった。
明日からもよろしくね。
あ、
お邪魔しました。
Damn. She is cute though, like her personality. Kujo puts on her shoes, offers a deep bow, and then walks out the door. Artifacts. An envoy from another world. The Evil Eyes user. Me being a security risk. Kujo's powers. Today has been just a sequence of crazy revelations. That said, the most serious event by far was, of course, Kujo coming to my apartment. No, that's not.
いや、すげえ
God
するん
damn
じゃ
it.
なかったかもな。
My man. Possibly due to it all being so surreal, the situation hasn't really sunk in. But there's no denying that this object resting in my hand is a relic with powers transcending human knowledge. An artifact.
どうすっかな、これ。
忘れてた。それは回収させてもらうわ。
Oh, welcome back.
あぐ。
うわっ！
As Sophie pops up out of nowhere, her zipper comes undone and she engulfs my hand. I flip out and jerk my hand away, only to find the artifact is gone.
アーティファクトが欲しいならそう言えよ。
言ったじゃない。あなたの手なんか食べないわよ。
She sneers at me and zips herself up. I'm really starting to hate this thing.
食ったのか？
こっちの世界に戻したの。今後ミヤコがアーティファクトを奪ったら私が回収するわ。
そうすれば元の持ち主には戻らない？
もちろん。
そうか。わかった。九条に伝えておく。
協力してくれるみたいね。あなたも。
余計な手間をかけさせない程度にな。
良い心がけね。あなたみたいな凡庸なお猿さんですらアーティファクトに認められるのだから、ユーザーはもっともっと存在するはず。
Why are we a moron? I feel like we had our head on straight like the most so far in this story. We were the one, well actually maybe not, because we did kind of dive into that fire, but at least we had a good sense of like trying to save people, or at least our sister. And then you go back to the petrification statue sort of deal. We were the one that stayed behind, and we were the adult actually calling the fucking police.
いちいち見下してくるな。
Why are we the moron?
何個流出したんだ、アーティファクトは。
知らないわ。
はあ？
たくさんよ、たくさん。
お前もなかなか優秀な人材のようだな。
うるさいわね。とにかく血眼になって探しなさい。 中には都のように正義の心を持ったユーザーもいるでしょう。味方につけるの。そして魔眼のユーザーを探し出し、アーティファクトを奪いなさい。
お前は何すんだ？おい。
今は時期じゃないのよ。暦が悪い。
Yeah, right.
暦？なんだよその言い訳は。
うるさいわね。今は私が動く時ではないの。それにあなたの監視で忙しいし。ま、せいぜい頑張りなさい。
協力者にかける言葉かね。
細かい男ね。モテないでしょあなた。
God damn.
ああ、
あらヤパン、あなたと喧嘩している暇なんてないの。今度こそさようなら。見てるわよ。あなたがどんな力を得たのか。危険な存在であることを忘れないように。
Potentially.
はいはい。
Don't draw conclusions. Seemingly unsatisfied by my lackluster replies, Sophie makes another needlessly flashy exit. I'm beat. I hop into bed and let out a sigh. Artifacts. A negligent envoy from another world. The evil eyes you... Haven't we already gone through this? Me being a security risk. Kujo's power. And unknown allies.
とんでもねえことになった。
And I'm here for it. I may still be putting all the pieces together, but that much is obvious already. Honestly, I wish it were all just a bad joke. But if it means I can get closer to Kujo, I'm willing to put in the effort. The town is in peril, and Kakeru Nimi rushes to its aid, driven by his libido. I'm the freaking worst, I swear. Nah, it's all good, man. Like I said, inadvertently you're trying to better yourself. You know, you're trying to do it to wow somebody, but like in the end you're bettering yourself. Kinda, maybe. Well, no harm in giving it a shot. I've got to at least work hard enough to live up to Kujo's expectations. And we're here for it, you know? Oh, hey? What this? Oh, it's the opening. I can't show this. Sorry, you guys don't get to see this. That was a nice opening there. Nothing fancy. Just showing off all the characters. I would say it's your average... oh, we got the prologue achievement. 428. I think we've gone forward in time a little bit here. Yeah, it's been a week. Perfect. Yeah, I would say it was pretty much your average visual novel opening. There's not too many that wow me. And I also don't watch too many in the first place. So... I guess if I really wanted to do a comparison on openings, I'm probably gonna have to go back and, you know, watch some fucking openings. We will save here. I had a feeling that we were closing in on the end of the prologue. It just kind of felt like it, so I wanted to keep on recording. Hence the over an hour-long episode. But hey, we've done the prologue. I know these games, these episodes, aren't as long, but... well, the episodes for 9, not the episodes I'm recording. God damn, I forgot. That's going to confuse the shit out of me. They're not the longest because they're broken up into their own stories. But I don't know how much more there is to all this. We're now into the main plot, so I would assume that we got quite a bit to go for sure. And that I'm totally okay with. I'm not trying to count down the hours until we're done here. I am actually really excited, you know? Again, had no idea where this was all going, but apparently we got fucking Fullbringers from Bleach going on here. That's literally what's happening here. It's literally, or at least not, maybe not literally, it's pretty damn close to the idea of a Fullbring, if you guys have ever watched Bleach. I immediately thought of that whenever they started bringing up artifacts. I don't know. It's what I immediately thought of. Kind of neat. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to see where this all goes. Sorry that I couldn't show the opening. I think going forward with my playthroughs, if there is an opening, or obviously ending credits are probably always there, I think I'm going to be skipping them from now on just because I guess some don't really want their openings shown. Even if you mute it, or if you only show parts of it, they just don't want any of that, and it's whatever. I mean, I'm not missing anything there, I guess. I could commentate over it, but I don't know. People are very picky when it comes to this. So I will oblige, if you will. So again, apologies, just can't show it. But yeah, what an episode, or part, sorry. What a part. What a video. Let's go with that. And I hope you all enjoyed it. I will say I was pleasantly surprised with the direction, and now we have a goal, or at least we have goals in mind. We gotta figure out who the hell this evildoer is. We gotta fix this goddamn mess. We gotta figure out what our artifact is, and we gotta get some pussy. I mean, with these goals combined, I mean, we've got an incredible story awaiting us, truly. But anyways, thank you all for watching this one. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more, and I will see you all in the next one. Take it easy.